The Babylonian story of the creation according to the tradition of Cutha, translated by the editor. From Records of the Past, 2nd Series, Volume 1, edited by A.H. Sayce, 1888. Besides the story of the creation in a series of successive acts, Mr. George Smith brought to light the fragments of 2 tablets containing another legend of the creation, which varied very considerably from it. The tablets belonged to the library of Assur Bani Pal at Nineveh, but the Colophon informs us that they had been copied from older documents, which came from the library of Cutha, now Tel Ibrahim, in Babylonia. The text has never been published, but a translation was given of it by Mr. Smith in his Chaldean Genesis, and a revised version by myself in the Records of the Past, Volume 11. As much progress has been made in cuneiform studies during the 10 years which have elapsed since the latter was published, I now give another translation of the inscription, embodying the improvements which our increased knowledge of the Assyrian language has enabled me to make. The Cuthaean legend, it will be observed, knows nothing of a creation in successive acts. Chaos is a period when as yet writing was unknown, but the earth already existed and was inhabited by the chaotic brood of Tiamat, imperfect first attempts, as it were, of nature, who lived in a city underground. They were destroyed, not by Merodach, the god of Babylon, but by Nergal, the patron deity of Cutha, who is identified with Nera, the god of pestilence, and Ner, the mythical monarch of Babylonia, who reigned before the deluge. The words of the poem are put into the mouth of Nergal, and the poem itself was written for his great temple at Cutha. The legend of Cutha agrees better with that reported by Berossos than does the legend of the epic. In both alike, we have a first creation of living beings, and these beings are of a composite nature, the offspring of Tiamat, or chaos. In both alike, the whole brood is exterminated by the gods of light. The date to which the legend in its present form may be assigned is difficult to determine. The inscription is written in Semitic only, like the other creation tablets, and consequently cannot belong to the pre-Semitic age. It belongs, moreover, to an epoch when the unification of the deities of Babylonia had already taken place, and the circle of the great gods was complete. Ea, Ishtar, Zamama, Anunit, even Nebo and Samas are all referred to in it. Possibly it may be dated in the age of Kamuragas, circa BC 2350. The Cuthaean Legend of the Creation, Column 1. Many lines are lost at the commencement. His word is the command of the gods. His glancing white instrument is the glancing white instrument of the gods. He is Lord of that which is above and that which is below, the Lord of the spirits of earth, who drinks turbid waters and drinks not clear waters, in whose field that warrior's weapon, all that rests there, has captured and destroyed. On a tablet he wrote not, he opened not the mouth, and bodies and produce he caused not to come forth in the land, and I approached him not. Warriors with the body of a bird of the valley, men with the faces of ravens, did the great gods create. In the ground the gods created his city. Tiamat gave them suck. Their progeny the mistress of the gods created. In the midst of the mountains they grew up and became heroes, and increased in number. 7 kings, brethren, appeared as begetters. 6,000 in number were their armies. The god Ba-Nini, their father, was king. Their mother, the queen, was Melili. Their eldest brother, who went before them, Me-Mangab was his name. Their second brother, Me-Dudu, was his name. Their third brother, Me-Man-Pak, was his name. Their fourth brother, Me-Da-Da, was his name. Their fifth brother, Me-Man-Tak, was his name. Their sixth brother, Meruru, was his name. Their seventh brother, Merara, was his name. Missing lines. Column 2. Many lines are destroyed. Missing text. The evil curse. Missing text. He turned his word. Missing text. On a missing text, I arranged missing text. On a tablet, the evil curse he wrote. In missing text, I urged the augurs on. 7 against 7 in breadth I arranged them. I set up the holy reeds. I prayed to the great gods. Ishtar, missing text. Zamama, Anunit, Nebo, missing text. And Samas the warrior, the son of the moon god, the missing text. Of the gods, my couriers. Missing text. He did not give, and thus I spake to my heart, saying, Verily it is I, and never may I go, missing text, beneath the dust. Never may I go, missing text, the prayer. May I go when the sun, missing text, my heart. And may I renew the iron, may I assume the black garment. The first year as it passed, 120,000 warriors I caused to go forth, and among them not one returned alive. The second year as it passed I caused 90,000 soldiers to go forth, and none returned alive. The third year as it passed I caused 60,700 to go forth, and none returned. They were carried away. They were smitten with sickness. I ate, I lamented, I rested. Thus did I speak to my heart, saying, Verily it is I, and yet what have I left to reign over? I am a king who makes not his country whole. Column 3. And a shepherd who makes not his people whole. Since I have produced corpses and have left a desert, with terror of men, night, death, and plague have I cursed it. With fear, violence, destruction, and famine, I have effected the overthrow of all that exist. Missing text. There descended. Missing text. I caused a deluge. Missing text. That deluge. Missing text. All. The foundations of the earth were shaken. The gods. Missing text. Thou didst command me, and missing text. And they are created. Missing text. Thou protectest. Missing text. A memorial of drinking, and missing text. In supplication to Ea, missing text. Holy memorial sacrifices, missing text. Holy laws, missing text. I called the sons of the augurs, missing text. 7 against 7 in breadth I arranged them. I placed the holy reeds, missing text. I implored the great gods, Ishtar, Zamama, Anunit, Nebo, missing text, and Samas the warrior, the son of the moon god, the missing text, of the gods, my couriers. Missing text. Column 4. Many lines are lost. With missing text. The men, missing text. The city knock, missing text. A city witch, missing text. 2. Missing text. Powerful king, missing text. The gods, missing text. My hand, missing text. Thou, O king, high priest, shepherd, or anyone else, whom the god shall call to rule the kingdom, this tablet I have made for thee. The still I have inscribed for thee. In the city of Cutha, in the temple of Sulim, in the ark of Nergal, I have left it for thee. Hearken to the voice of this steel, and remove it not, forget it not. Fear not, tremble not, may he establish thy seat. Mayest thou achieve success in thy works. Build up thy fortresses. Fill thy canals with water. May thy papyri, thy corn, thy silver, thy goods, thy property, and thy furniture, all of them, be multiplied. Strengthen the missing text for thy hands. Missing text. Make perfect the stores of thine increase. As for the evil one, thou shalt cause him to go forth. As for the harmful one, thou shalt enchain him. End of the Babylonian story of the creation according to the tradition of Cutha, translated by the editor from Records of the Past, 2nd Series, Volume 1, edited by A.H. Sayce, 1888.